Hello, music lovers and conversationalists. Welcome to part four of a five-part series in my top five blues rock albums for 2024. Last video, we took a look at the Toronzo Cannon album called Shut Up and Play, which is an Alligator Records release, and it was a great year for blues music and blues rock music, and especially the Alligator Records label. And tonight's no exception with the album Ronnie Baker Brooks and Blues in My DNA. This is on a cool blue album, if you will, kind of like a deep blue. Really cool album. I had the privilege of seeing him last month, a little over a month ago now, back on 11/15, or yeah, 11/15. It's hard to believe that um, it's been a month, but it was at the Tupelo Music Hall, and he has been touring with the legendary Coco Montoya, who is also an Alligator Records employee, if you will, and he released, or recording artist, and he released an album last year called Writing on the Wall, which I was able to get signed by him. And also, I imagine this was at the studio at the time. You can see on the back here, Ronnie Baker Brooks signed the album as well, so that's pretty cool. The way that the show was set up was Ronnie Baker Brooks came out first and played for about an hour, maybe a little over an hour, and then Coco Montoya, who was the main name of the billing, came on and played for about an hour and a half, and then brought Ronnie up on stage for the last 15 to 20 minutes of the show. So they were able to play maybe two or three songs, I'm thinking it was, and it was a excellent show. So if you ever get a chance to see one or both of them in your area, I highly recommend it. For those of you, a little bit about Coco Montoya before we get back into Ronnie Baker Brooks's album, which is the fourth of five for this year. Coco Montoya, for those of you who may know his name or may not, he was one of the members or alumni, if you will, of the John Mayall and the Blues Breakers band, the late great John Mayall. Mayall first discovered him in the early 1980s, and soon after that he would sign on to play guitar for John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, and would be there for 10 years. And he is one of two of my favorites from the the John Mayall and the Blues Breakers bands. The other one is Walter Trout, and both Trout and Coco Montoya have had huge successful careers. Both are fascinating musicians, and I'll be getting to see Walter next year, so stay tuned for a review on that. A little more on Coco. He is a left-handed guitarist who plays a right-handed guitar with his left hand, which kind of sounds all I had to write it down so I wouldn't get it mixed up, but it's a rather interesting concept, I think. But his album, here are the track listings to get a better look at it once again. His album Writing on the Wall is just an amazing accomplishment, and still shows that he has a lot of fuel left in the tank to produce and create some amazing tracks. And some of the highlights from the show were from Coco's set. He started off with a song called Coming in Hot, which is a fan favorite, followed by Natural Born Love Machine, which is a great tune. He also did a handful of songs, obviously, to promote the album. He did the title track, Writing on the Wall, and Be Good to Yourself, which is another great tune, which she ended with. So just a fantastic musician, and really nice and generous and kind to his fans. So if you get a chance to see him, take the time to go see him. Got a little tongue tied there, and you will not be disappointed. Now on to the main feature here on tonight's part 4 of 5 for the countdown of my top 5 albums for 2024. We have, once again, I'm showing the album by Ronnie Baker Brooks, The Blues in My DNA. For those of you who are not familiar with him, he is the son of the legendary Chicago bluesman, the late legendary Lonnie Brooks, and this album here was very significant. And the reason for sharing this is the first album that you will hear Ronnie Baker Brooks on. And I'll quickly show you the back. And you can see Ronnie, he's kind of in the middle there, right next to his father. So that's pretty cool. Father and son standing next to each other, surrounded by the rest of the band. And it's a shame that I never got a chance to see Lonnie Brooks, but you can definitely hear the influence in Ronnie's playing from his father. Not only was his father a huge influence to Ronnie's musical development, but Luther Allison was another one. Also Willie Dixon and Albert Collins, and of course B.B. King. So some legends there as well. And what a great way to be educated in such an important and incredible and awesome sounding genre of music. The album here it really has something for everybody. If you like funk, if you like blues or hard rock and blues, you're gonna really find a song on here that's gonna hit you hard, if you will, or be a takeaway track. And here's the track listings here for you. Zoom in on that for you. I really enjoyed all of these songs, and it really has a really nice showcasing of talent by Ronnie. He really poured his heart and soul into this, and I thought I'd take a few minutes to share with you the 3, I believe I have. Got my cheat sheets here. Yes, I have 3. And the first one is the title track, which is Blues in My DNA, which I really enjoyed. It's a slow, smoky, autobiographical tune that really has a robust, gritty quality to it. And in this one, we hear Ronnie really paying tribute to his mom and dad for his childhood and his upbringing, and really never forgetting where he came from, and just a nice classic hard rock and blues tune that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy, and it really gives you an insight to his background and where he's come from and how much the blues has shaped him and made him to be the person that he is. And it's really one that I enjoyed a lot, and it really sounds top-notch when he plays it live. So that's a killer track off the album. The next one, this is for all you folks who are fans of smooth walking bass lines, and it's a song called Robbing Peter to Pay Paul. Another classic universal message that if you will, in the blues world. This is one where Brooks talks about a living paycheck to paycheck lifestyle, wondering how you're going to make ends meet. Such a classic type of a blues theme, and it really has a cool, as I said, heavy or walking bass line, a smooth walking bass line, but also the drums are very prominent, and they tip of the hat to the drummer and the rhythm section for really making a nice blend with the bass line, and just a killer track as well, and one that I think will sound great live. Unfortunately, he did not play that one live, as he was only limited to about an hour, so he tried to get as many of his songs in from the current album as well as from some classics and some of his father's tunes. So it was a nice mixture of all sorts of songs from his discography. The last one, and this is another one that could be a universal type of a song, and it is another standout track that I really enjoyed, and it's called Instant Gratification. This one I believe he did play live. I should have written them down as the night went on with this set list, but I did see him play this live on YouTube, and I'll have to try and find the video if I can remember. But this is another hard rocker on the album, and is one that touches on how many people in life today want what they want, and when they want it now. And it's kind of a knock against the social media world and how people really just want to have that 15 minutes of fame, whether it's here on YouTube making videos, if you will, or on TikTok or some other form of social media. But just an interesting song and a fun song to listen to, and one that I don't think fans will grow tired of listening to. So once again, tonight's album for number 4 on the top 5 of my 5 top blues rock albums is called Blues in My DNA by Ronnie Baker Brooks. I highly recommend this album, and if you want to take a listen to it, I'll try and find the full album and link it in the description below, and also I'll leave a link to Alligator Records in case you decide to purchase it. So thank you very much for watching. You had a lot of choices to choose from tonight on YouTube, and specifically in the VC, and you decided to click on this video, and I thank you very much for doing so. I appreciate you all taking the time out to come over here and check out the channel, and I will be posting video number 3 or part 3 of the part 5 early next week. So hope you're all having a great weekend, and thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.